Whew, allergies got me down right now. But let's get this show on the road. Hi everyone, and welcome to Cooking Corner with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. Today we're making creamy Tuscan gnocchi. Alright folks, so in terms of ingredients, you are gonna need the following. You're gonna need 4 cups of spinach. You're gonna need some cream cheese. You're gonna need some Italian seasoning. You're gonna need some Parmesan cheese. You're gonna need some grape tomatoes. You're gonna need some minced garlic. You're gonna need some panko breadcrumbs. You're gonna need some butter. You're gonna need 2 packages of gnocchi pasta, and you're gonna need some vegetable broth. Alright folks, so in terms of hardware, you're gonna need the following. You're gonna need a large frying pan. You're gonna need either some tongs or a large plastic spoon or spatula. You're gonna need a knife to cut things with, a bowl to put things in, some measuring cups to measure things with, and a cutting board. As always, folks, step number 1 is going to be wash your hands. So go ahead and turn your water on, stick your hands underneath, get them a little bit moist, then go ahead, add some of that liquid soap, rub your hands together all over the place, stick them back under, and wash all the soap off. When you're done, you can turn the water off, flick your fingers off, grab something to dry your hands, and then you're ready to continue cooking. Alright folks, moving on to step number 2, it's going to be rinse and cut up your tomatoes. Alright, so you've got your grape tomatoes, you come over to the sink, you run a little bit of water over them. Now that they're all rinsed, it's time to cut them up. So take your handy dandy knife and start cutting them up into quarters. Cut it hamburger style, and then turn it and cut it hot dog style. Beautiful. Then take them, throw them in, and keep going until you've got a whole cup. Once you've got your 1 cup of tomatoes all sorted out, you're done with this step, and you can move on to the next one. Alright folks, now we're moving on to step number 3. And that's going to be cook your garlic and breadcrumbs. So, what you're going to do is take 1 tablespoon of butter, get it into your pan, turn the heat to medium high, and melt the butter. Once the butter is all melted, you're going to add a 1/2 cup of your panko breadcrumbs and a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. Alright, now that our butter's all melted, we're going to add our breadcrumbs and our garlic. We're going to mix them all up and cook them until they are golden brown, 1 to 3 minutes. Alright, now that our breadcrumbs are nice and golden brown, we're going to set them aside in this handy dandy little bowl here. Oops, messed the bowl a little bit. And now we can set our bowl aside. Alright, moving on to step number 4. Go ahead and wipe out the skillet that you used to cook your breadcrumbs, because we're going to be using that for the rest of the recipe. So, once you're done, you're going to take 5 more tablespoons of butter, chop it up, and add it to your pan. Put it on medium heat. Now once this butter is all melted, we will add our gnocchi. Alright folks, the butter is all melted, so go ahead and add your 2 16-ounce containers of gnocchi. Careful not to make it drop too hard or you'll have hot butter to clean up. Go ahead and use your tongs to start breaking it up. Oops, lost one. Got a runner. Now you're going to cook this for 13 to 15 minutes or until it starts to get brown around the edges. Alright, now that your gnocchi's been on for a few minutes already, you can go ahead and add a tablespoon of Italian seasoning and a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. So go ahead and add those. And continue to mix it all around. Alright folks, I got slightly concerned about the size of our pan because of what we're going to put in next. So I went ahead and upgraded to a larger pan. Still working on the gnocchi. It's not fully browned yet, but it's starting to get a little golden. Keep stirring it, let it brown up. And then once you're done, you're going to add 2 cups of vegetable broth. Alright folks, our gnocchi is getting nice and brown. So we're going to go ahead and add 2 cups of vegetable broth. There's 1 cup. And here is 2 cups. Now we're going to let that simmer for 5 to 8 minutes. Alright folks, your vegetable broth is now simmering. It is time to add the next ingredient. What I've got before me here is 4 ounces or half a stick of cream cheese. So go ahead and add that. And let it melt in the sauce. It's going to turn it nice and creamy. Alright, so once your cream cheese is melted, go ahead and turn this as low as it goes without turning it off. You just want it to simmer for a little bit. And now, once it's simmering and the cream cheese is melted, we're going to add 4 cups of baby spinach. So, you're going to take your spinach and add it little by little to the mixture. Like so. And then you'll stir it around. And you'll keep going until you've depleted your 4 cups of spinach. Alright folks, your spinach has been reduced. So we're going to move on to step number 5. For step number 5, what you're going to do is turn off the stove, remove your meal from the heat, and stir in those tomatoes you chopped up earlier. So go ahead and grab your tomatoes, add them, and then stir it up. Alright folks, now that your mixture is finished, it's time to move on to the final step, which is going to be plating. So get yourself a nice little plate there. Usually one with edges works good for this meal. Mix it up a little bit more. Grab some gnocchi. Toss it on the plate. Beautiful. You're going to take your breadcrumb and garlic mixture from earlier and sprinkle a wee bit of that on the top. And then you'll take some Parmesan cheese and sprinkle that on the top. And bon appétits, you've got yourself Tuscan gnocchi. Delicious. Alright folks, I want to thank you for coming and watching Giuseppe's Cooking Corner. If you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see something on the channel, feel free to get in touch with me however you can, or leave it in the comments. And bye-bye now.
Alright, cool.
Test on, make sure
that was good. That was very good. Alright. So it's official. It's the Cooking Corner with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli.
Going with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli.
That's what you wanted to be.
Run that back, see if, I did stumble on my words.
That's fine. No, it's fine.
It's fine. Did anyone look up Cooking Corner?
Yeah, there's...
Not with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli.
Not with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli, I didn't.